Hey fans, and welcome to the third edition of Meet the Ice Balls. I am Danielle Dinenna here with Bobby Stobierski, Deacon Broda, and Justin Stackhouse. Thank you guys for joining. I know that we had some confusion with my computer. Broke on me, it was crazy, but we're here now. We made it. How are you guys? It's been a while since we've all been in Knoxville. What's going on?
Thanks for having us, Danielle. Things have been going well in Atlanta for me and Deacon. I can speak on his behalf there. Quarantine's not the best, but it's been fun, to be honest.
How about you,
Been
Justin?
pretty good. Pretty good. Been just having a good time. Got a job, working.
Hey, doing what you gotta do. So I wanted to kind of kick it off to allow you guys to talk about your story prior to coming to Tennessee. Bobby and Deacon, you guys grew up together, played minors together. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, me and Bobby first started playing, I think, in fifth grade for the Atlanta Knights way back, and that was going way back. And then he played, I remember, for the Kings for a year in juniors while I played with Phoenix, and that was a lot of fun. But we've always stayed pretty close. Whalers days, a few other travel teams throughout.
Yeah, so it was, I think we were both 10 years old. My dad was the assistant coach on our Pee Wee hockey team, and that's where we first met. And we also played together in midget hockey for a couple of years, just play midget A, which was just a lot of fun. We had an awesome coach that year, Bob Blake, and we didn't play together our senior year, but we were really pumped up that we both got into Tennessee, and we eventually became roommates. So we've been close for many years.
That's awesome.
I didn't start playing until I was a freshman in high school. So I haven't been playing too long, but I played the high school league in Knoxville, and then my senior year I joined the junior ice bears, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I met some good guys. I had a really good coach, taught me a lot.
And did you all, before you came to Tennessee, I know you two knew each other, but Justin, did you guys kind of bond before you joined the team?
No, I didn't know Deacon or Bobby at all. I was kind of like, these guys look interesting. So it's kind of weird. They're all really good friends now.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned yesterday that the team seems really close and everybody's pretty much formed some good chemistry from last season. I know the season before, mentioned it yesterday, was not good, won 2 games. You guys turned it around, and the freshman class really kind of carried the team. So I want to allow you guys to talk about your favorite memories and how it felt to kind of build the team up and turn the organization.
I would say the big memory I think that was kind of like everybody's always going to remember is when Maples got his first win, the shutout. I think it was against Vandy, and just the emotion in the locker room after it because, it was such a big deal for him, and that was just kind of cool to see. That was a big one.
Yeah, so
Bobby?
for me, I'd probably say best memory beating South Carolina. I feel like the whole team gave our best effort, and we showed that when we do our thing with all systems go, that we can beat anyone we want to in the SEC. I felt like we definitely displayed what we were capable of, and a lot of the freshmen had a big game, so that was a fun one.
And you guys did make the SEC tournament. So Justin, how did it feel being at that tournament after no one expecting you guys to make it that far?
It was really exciting. It was pretty high emotions going into it. We were trying to do good. It was not the outcome we wanted, but it was we were just really happy to be there.
Yeah, for sure. And Bobby, you're the head of recruiting. You've recruited a lot of guys this year. Tell me a little bit about that process and what the fans can look forward to with the freshman class this season.
So with recruiting this year, it was important to me to diversify the methods of recruitment. In prior years, we had decent connections with Nashville, and what I looked at was where are the best hockey players coming from, and it turned out that many states across the country had hockey guys coming to Tennessee. So honestly, manipulating social media to help me with that was a big help, and just getting my name out there as one of the people who would help the guys come to Tennessee. Just getting familiar with people, especially like in Atlanta, there was the AAA Thunder program where a lot of those guys ended up going to play in for the Nashville Junior Predators program. and they run a good job up there. So it's important for me to start reaching out to those guys because that's going to be our pipeline moving forward. So that was especially important for me, but also to reach out to other guys playing AAA across the country, like McLean Cheney. He's from San Jose, and also we have a kid from Hawaii, Andrew Raymond, who played at Culver Academy. I'm excited to see what those guys can bring. So.
Yeah, there's lots of guys from lots of different areas. I know whenever the team was announcing who they were signing, I was shocked. I had no idea that we were getting people from California and Hawaii and from all over. And it's really great to bring all those guys in and to just introduce a bunch of different players to the team. So should be a good season off of that. The freshman class, like I said, last year carried the team, really turned it around, and hopefully the freshmen this year can do the same. But looking forward to next season as a whole, what do you expect? What's going to happen?
Hopefully the season happens. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, waiting for it to happen. But I know when you guys came in, like I said, came into kind of a hard team, wasn't really a lot of direction, a lot of promise from last season. So did this last season really shock you guys? Were you guys surprised with how well the outcome was?
I wasn't. I mean, you could see it kind of. You could tell that was a different team from what I'd seen in the year before. And I think the same case. I don't think we're going to be the same team next year. I mean, I think every year we're just going to get better and better. And I don't think you can really look at what we did the year before as a result to expect next season. So.
Yeah, in regards to moving forward, coming away from last year, I know it was nice for us to get to the SEC tournament, but myself and many others still have a bad taste in our mouths about like how it ended. Just get embarrassed like that. So we've definitely set up the right locker room culture, but now it's going to be really important for us to get that winning culture going too.
For sure. And now moving on from the serious stuff, I want you guys to talk about some rituals that you have in the locker room and just some fun things. What do you guys have to say? What are your rituals?
Lost Bobby. Rituals, I guess we all like to listen to music. Stackhouse is a pretty good speaker over there that we come in and get the place booming a little, get a little energy going through. So it's always a little nice, a little stretch before. Pretty basic for me at least.
Yeah, mine's pretty basic too. Mine's kind of just like little small things I do that always make me click. The way I put my pads right, like in the warm-ups, I always first get on the ice and stretch instead of just going and touching the puck. I always stretch first, even though we've already stretched. Just like a little ritual thing I always do.
And I know that you guys have become really close off the ice. Even if you didn't grow up together, the team just seems to have a deep chemistry, playing and not playing. So go into the friendships that you guys have had off of the ice. How has the team really been able to allow you guys to make friendships and just made your experience at Tennessee better?
There's been a few close moments we've had, a lot of stories along the way. A lot of good road trips, a lot of good fun. I'd say that this team has become one of the closest teams I've been on, and that's just over 1 year. And I'm looking forward to seeing how much closer the team gets as we continue. And there's not really an age gap. Everyone gets along really well.
That is probably one of my favorite things. Like I first got thrown into college with, and then on the team, like a bunch of older guys, and they all treated us with respect and like we're the same age as them, and then gave us a really opportunity to like just hang out outside too. Like before practice, you want to get food or something together, and then ride. People always ride together, and it's like the small things that add up. And me and Deacon do that a lot, so we're good friends now. And Bobby too. He's not here anymore, but he would probably say something along the same lines. Yeah, so me, Deacon, Bobby, and Jack, and a few other guys went on spring break together. So
that
was a lot.
And it's great that you guys have those friendships. Bobby, we were just talking about friendships that you've made. So if you have anything to say about these guys, feel free.
Oh, well, Deacon and I being roommates got to learn a lot about each other. It was definitely always an interesting time in 234 CD in North Carrick Hall. But probably one of the funnier moments was just getting used to having our bags in our room. So every time we had guests over, there would always be that little bit of musk in the air from airing out the hockey gear. So that was fun coping with that for
We had the stinky room, is what he's saying.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining today. It was great to talk to you, and hopefully we'll all be together in a month. So look forward to seeing you guys in person.